welcome back to Casually Crafted. My name is Ashley and this is Crafty Chat number 55. So where do I even start? I'd like to say welcome to my new subscribers and welcome back to those of you who have been here a while. This has been an interesting time for us lately here. So just a little life update real quick. My last video I talked about my 9-year-old, how she broke her arm. Well, my 2-year-old decided to get her leg hurt just the other day and it might be broken, so that's fun. So right now she's in a full like leg splint type thing, not like a cast yet, and we go back in tomorrow to get another x-ray to see if it's actually broken or not, and we'll go from there. But my 9-year-old gets her cast off on Thursday, so that'll be good. But yeah, so all this stuff is like totally messing with my schedule and things that I'm trying to get done, and it's not been super fun. And both happen while my husband is away at work, because he works away for 2 weeks and then he's home for 2 weeks. And we did have to go to the emergency room because it was a Friday after office hours or whatever. So yeah, so I'm just a little, like, I was gonna do this video last night and then I was just exhausted from like carrying her everywhere, or she like whines about not being able to move, and so it's been a long couple of days. So I'm hoping that it's not broken and that she can go back to normal, or if it is broken, I guess we'll deal with it and she'll just have to learn how to crawl around again instead of walk. But anyway, so I will get on to the crochet stuff. So my first 2 finished objects are ones that I had to mail out because they were gifts. So I'll post pictures here. The first one is a Pikachu amigurumi, and I showed this when it was like almost done, I think. It was for my little brother for his birthday. My mom asked me to make it for him, and she was gonna pay me for it. It's not like it's just for free. So I don't remember what I was gonna say about it. I'll just show the pictures. I'm not like super happy about how it turned out, because I know like the ears are on crooked and I know the cheeks are on like not even. And like I said, I really wish patterns would be more specific on where you attach each item instead of just showing a picture and saying attach the legs, attach the arms, blah blah blah. The eyes, I used some stiff felt that I just had on hand for the eyes, and then the little circle on the Pokeball. And I had to keep figuring out what size I wanted them because he just looked goofy because the white part was too big at first, and then I cut that smaller, and I just glued those on. So he said he liked it. He said it was adorable is what the words he said, which I'm not sure if that's a word he normally uses, but he likes it. So yeah, and then the other one was a gift for my friend's son. We've been friends since we were like 8 years old, and he just turned 9 on Friday. So he really likes sports, and so I decided to make him a football pillow. And the pattern I used is for a placemat, and the patterns will be linked down below. But I showed in my last video, I used some Bernat Blanket Tiny, 2 of those held together, and then Premier Parfait for like the white parts. It was more of a cream color, but and so I made 2 of those. The second half I just made straight across without like the little lace parts, and hopefully I'm showing a picture right now too while I'm talking. The last time I showed you, I had started on the second half, and like that next week I was working on it, trying to get it done. I got to like almost the end where I was decreasing, and I realized that somewhere I was 6 stitches off. And so I was frogging back each row, counting how, and I was still 6 stitches off for almost the whole entire thing. So I just started that second half over. which was frustrating to say the least. Luckily, it frogged easily enough. Yeah, so I made that second half, and then I just single crocheted around the edges. Some of the edges were a little wonky, like I don't know if I went too far into the row or not. I don't know how to explain it, but and then I just stuffed it with stuffing, and yeah, so he got it and he was super excited. So I'm glad that one worked out too. um, so my next finished objects were the 2 baby blankets that I was making as part of the luck of the draw. And they were basically both done during my last video. I had a few rows. I had the border to finish on one and a few rows to finish on the other one. So I will show you the completed blankets. I just finished weaving in all the ends, which I really need to stop doing that, leaving the ends till the end, because I hate weaving in ends. But so I'll show you this one first, I think, and I probably won't get the whole thing in there, but so this one, the pattern is Cake Stripe Blanket from Sorella, and she uses like self-striping yarns and just like uses those in between the solid colors. I just use different colors of random acrylics that I had. The main color is a Caron 1 pound, and part of the reason I stopped when I did was because I was running low on that and I wasn't sure how much further it would get me. And then, so what I did, some of these, like this color, and let's see, and this color, they were like super, super old and really, really, really scratchy. So I knew I would need to wash it and soften it before giving it to them. So I found a like tutorial or whatever on how to soften it. I think last time I did one with Red Heart Super Saver, I just washed it in vinegar and it worked a little bit, but it was still not like super soft. So this one has you like wash it with shampoo and rinse that out, and then like soak it in conditioner for a while, and then you rinse that out, and then you put it in the washer and wash it with fabric softener. So I did all that, and it did come out really, really soft. It's like nice and soft and squishy. But the smell was really strong. Like it smelled really strong of like a mixture of the conditioner and the fabric softener together. Because I just used what I had on hand. I didn't go buy like scentless kind. So I did wash it one more time, and this time I just added a whole bunch of vinegar to the fabric softener part and a little bit just in with it. And I can still smell a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad. So for the border, I forgot to show you what I did. I did a single crochet of, I think, of this color, and then a double crochet, and then I did the crab stitch in this, it happens to be this color right here, that light brownish tan color all the way around, because I didn't think I had enough of that variegated to go back all the way around. So that one is done, and the ends are all weaved in, and I need to, after I've washed it, I need to go back and make sure no ends have been poking out or anything, but I think it's okay. Now the other one, on the other hand, I used mostly Caron Simply Soft, and then a few loops and threads, like their Michael's version of Caron Simply Soft. And it's been a while since I've made anything with Simply Soft, and I don't know how to get the ends to stay in. This one, I just carried the main color every row, because it was a short enough distance right here, and I knew I was going to do a border. For this one, since it's a ripple, I didn't want to do a border, and so each one of these rows is 2 rows back and forth, and so it took forever to weave in the ends. And I weave them in the same exact way I did for this blanket, and I already, like, I was doing it in the car waiting for the kids to get out of school, And then I started working on it again that night, and I was noticing little tiny, like this, little tiny ends that just pop out after you're done. So I'm not worried about it like unraveling, because I'm one of those people who I will weave in ends like every which way, like back and forth, up and down, all through the stitches and around the stitches and all over. Um, and then I even started doing like splitting the yarn in two and weaving in those separately and like tying little knots that like, but still the very ends that you cut off, they won't stay in a knot, and then I don't want to put glue in it, and then they just poke out like this. This one's probably the worst one, but I do have, like even on that next row, where are you? You can see that there. So I left those for now so I could show you guys what I was talking about, but like I don't know what to do, because I don't want the person who gets it to think that their blanket's falling apart, when like I know it's in there securely enough that it's not going to fall apart, but it's also still got ends poking out. So I don't know if you guys have any advice on how I can fix that, or do I just trim off each of those little fluffies and hope they don't continue to unravel. I thought about maybe washing it and then seeing if that would help. I don't know, or if that would make it worse, if that would make all the other little ends pop out. So let me know if you guys have any advice on that one. But we have a friend who is doing a baby shower for these two people together, like a joint one this Friday. So I needed to get those done so that I could gift them at that time. So I think that's all my finished objects. I only have one real whip that I'm working on. Oh, I do have other things that I started, but I'll show you those another time because they're Mother's Day stuff. So for my 100-day project, I told you guys I stopped after 50 days working on the temperature blanket because I wanted to work on this other blanket that's going to be a gift and then possibly entered into the county fair in like July, I think is it. So this is a kit from Mary Maxim, and I bought it while it was on sale once because it's kind of hard to see, but it's their nativity blanket. So I make a nativity themed thing for my grandma every year for Christmas, and I've never done anything like this one before. So it's a filet crochet pattern, so you do like the double crochets and chain ones, and it has a chart. I'm not gonna show you the whole thing, not that you could like really figure it out just from that, but so what I am doing to keep me like in line and know what I'm doing is I'm writing down like what row number I'm on. So you read it back and forth. So from this side I'm row 1, and then I come across, and then I do row 2 and come across this way. So from there, each box is 2 stitches. So the brown boxes are just 2 double crochets, and then the white boxes are a double crochet and a chain 1, or a chain 1 and a double crochet, depending on which direction you're going. So what I've been doing is I open up a note on my phone and I write down what row it's on, and I just write it out. The pattern does start with the first 3 rows written out for you, so you can kind of get a hang of what it is and how to read the chart. But from there you're on your own with the chart. So I just write out like how many double crochets and then how many groups of chain 1 double crochets I'm doing. And then after it's written out, I have been using stitch markers. That way, in case I stop in the middle of a row, I know what I'm doing. So what I've been doing is, I could try to show you how far I am. I'm on row 20. I don't think I've finished row 20 yet. I'm on row 20. It's like you can't really tell the picture yet. So I'm hoping that it's doing the right thing. just because I'm just assuming it is, because it's so hard to actually see the picture until it's more done. But anyway, with the stitch markers, what I've been doing is the pink is the straight double crochets. So I pretty much know what I'm doing here because it's all the same. And then it's straight double crochets till I get to the pink, and then the green is when I know to switch to the double crochet chain one or the chain one double crochet depending on the row. This row has it all the way across basically, and then I end with another green so I know where to end, and then I do go back to the pink, which is straight double crochets. So I just finished, I did just finish row 20. So when I start back up on my next row, I'll move these stitch markers to where they need to be for row 21. So this is using, I'll show you the yarn that it came with. And there's different colors you could choose. This is just the color I chose. It's Mary Maxim's Best Value. And I've never used this before, but it's actually really nice. It's really soft. It's not quite as like shiny as Caron Simply Soft, but it's that soft. And this is the color Cottonwood, so it's just like a nice cream color. And they sent me 6 of them, so this one is almost gone, and I've gotten through row 20. Let me see how many. Oh, and it's nice that these are in grids of like 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40. So I think there's 116 rows. So 1, 2, 4, 5. So hopefully there's also a border at the end. So hopefully that's enough. Because like I said, I've done 20 rows with almost all of this. I don't know how much more that'll get me, but so it might be close. I don't know how big the border is. It doesn't look too big. It looks like it's just mostly like little shell stitches like that. So yeah, so that's what I've been working on for my 100-day project. I mostly leave it in my car because I leave kind of early to go pick up my girls from school so that we can get a parking spot and so that my 2-year-old can get a nap. So I usually do this for 10-15 minutes, and then I bring something else to work on. Whatever I'm needing to get done the quickest, I guess. So yeah, I think that is everything. Hopefully, I've been playing with a new intro on these, trying to make a new intro for these videos. So if I did that, hopefully you guys liked it. And yeah, my 2-year-old is crying, so and I'm done anyway. So I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.